Good day, friend. pleasant evening.
Dr. Rathir today. A drink?
Tuatha raiders? On this coast? I'll send my new recruits right after them. Oh, that's right. They've all run off. You're sure there are Tuatha here in Tuili? It has happened before. Maybe they'll meet some of my good-for-nothing runaways and give them a thrashing. There are Bogstaunch gets them... What's this? All the Bogstaunch? I knew I could trust you. I'll take that, and here's your gold then.
Hello, mate.
You thought the whole army was across the water? No, I'm afraid.
remarkable. The treasures of Culm. They are more beautiful than I remember. This is truly an achievement, one that will shape the days to come, I promise you. You will have it, as you deserve something equal to the great service you have done me and the refugees. I have acquired many tools and weapons during this long journey west. I have set them aside to use in constructing New Culm, but I now offer them to you. You are welcome to one item from my private hoard as thanks. Erlich will accompany you, of course. His spear may come in handy along the way. Goodbye.
Well, here we are. It's time to get started. And by that I mean I'm supposed to kill you, here, away from the eyes of the refugees. As you've probably guessed, there is no reward. There never was. Kras is probably halfway to Rathir by now. Never trust nobles, my friend, even false ones. Now, I'm not in the mood for killing at the moment, but orders are orders. I know he lies. That's why we get along so well.
Strong winds lately. You're in want of something rare, something marvelous, am I mistaken? Safe travels.
Back to sea.
You? How in the... Erlich, that turncoat. I never should have trusted a liar to commit murder. That's what murderers are for. What do you want? Of course I did. I'm not the Lord of Dolve Arn. I'm not even from the Tawili coast. But what does it matter? I only did what I had to do. Don't we all? The Rathir authorities don't have to know. Keep this quiet and let me sail with this galley, and you can have the gold I received for the treasures of Koln. I am a man of my word. Most of the time. No! You wretch! You will rue the day you betrayed Kras. Do you hear me? Come back.
Strong winds lately. Lyria's light be upon you. It's safe from here to Rathir, but don't...
Oh, I'm sorry. I almost didn't notice you. I'm making remarkable progress in my research. You see, I'm writing the definitive biography on General Oriator. I come from the far north. Although we are farther from the action, a war against the Alfar is a war against us all. The veteran, he has lapsed into drunkenness. He's of no use to my research, or any other way besides. Without his courage and tactical brilliance, we'd never have driven the Tuatha from the plains. He and General Varlain are why I've come here, to comb the old battlefields for clues of what happened. You might say she was the moon to Oriator's sun. Oh, I know some would take offense to my saying that. All the same, it's true. The first was the Battle of Gallifore Plain, then... Oh, don't get me started. Well, the Battle of Gallifore Plain was the first triumph pinned to Oriator's name. Then into Willy, the Dawn March, the War of Parries, Varlain's Gambit, and finally, Oriator's Stand. He died driving the Tuatha from Erethel. You shouldn't think all Loselfar are so devoted to Lyria. Where I come from, in the north, we take a much more balanced view.
You have Mayra's collection purse, I see. It goes in the box just there. After that, you might stay and worship here, or listen to one of the priestess's sermons. Gallifore has been sanctified and blessed by Lyria. Those who weathered her wrath unscathed are blessed as well. What other god or goddess holds magic, mystery, and fate in her hands? None. You would be wise to seek her favor. We are truly blessed that she is here to lead us. I'm fortunate she holds me in her closest confidence. We pray to the goddess Lyria. When war raged in Erethel, we found the words of our priestess to guide and shield us. Yes, sadly. We can't figure out who, but everyone agrees it must take place late at night, when all are asleep. Lyria, smile on you.
Ah, the collections!
I have heard someone's been stealing from the box. Can't imagine who.
The Fae
Keep
is
the
a
peace
creature
in
of
Tirin's
utmost
rest.
evil, and
Tuatha, Seelie, they're...
Lyria bless you. What'll it be? A room in the inn? Why, you're in luck. I have one to spare. I think you'll find it lovely. A nicer spot to rest your weary bones, I can't imagine. Right enough.
Yes, long as you're not a refugee or a damned Fae.
What are you doing here? I'm just here for a midnight prayer. Ah, what's the use? You've caught me. Yes, I was stealing from the till. It's not as if those doomed sods off in Cluricon need this gold. Not half as much as where I'm putting it. Not in to drink, if that's what you're thinking. There's some wretches off in Forsaken Plain. They don't know it's me. Nobody does. But I leave gold for them when I can down by Snowmelt. Bloody least I can do. You fit right in here. Tirin's bloody unrest. Well, go ahead then. When they hear all about it, they'll toss me in jail. Not half as bad as my time in the war, nor 1/10 as bad as those poor souls that sleep on the open plains. All right. Well.
No vagrants, no beggars, no fae.
You're not a refugee, are you? Don't look it. No fae, no refugees, not in Tirin's Rest. Tuatha, summer, winter, it makes no difference. They're no friend of mortal kind. What do you expect of a thing with no grasp of morality or honor or death? The priestess guides, and I guard. She lights the path, and I keep a sharp eye for those that stray. They'd have done well to lead a pious life before the war. They think they can come crawling here for a second chance. But it's too late. The wheat has been parted from the chaff. There is nothing for them but to accept their fate as Lyria dealt it. I fought in Galafor Plain and the War of Paris. Took a wound in Oriata's lance. I served my time, served with honor. I fought in the war, but Priestess Corellon is my general now. Without her guidance, every one of us will be huddled in tents like refugees. Is he, then? I'll speak with the priestess. Something must be done. Well, then.
Priestess Orella wished me to speak with you. It is her hope that you might help us with a small matter. You see, vagrants have taken up on Beggar's Bluff, across the way. There is gold for whoever can get them to leave. Galafor is the Valley of the Blessed. They are not worthy and may not live here. Besides, vagrants are desperate and might turn to violence. We cannot have that. We tried that. It seems some knavish wiles turned our guards away. Now they refuse to go back. It is most vexing. That is all the priestess asks. Know that Lyria does not love violence, and we wish them well wherever they roam, but they cannot live here. Those heights across the Vale went by another name before the war. Now, because of the filthy refugees who wander in from the Western Plains, we call it Beggar's Bluff. I don't know what trick the vagrants played, but our militia won't go there anymore. They're not scared, more embarrassed.
Refugees aren't welcome here.
You are not Dill the White, nor the priestess. Have you come to laugh, or to beg me for oracles? It was he and the priestess who put me here. He returns from time to time to sputter and gloat with his scarred thoughts. She saps the power from my limbs and uses it for her own. She is as the cypress, standing tall in a calm, yet bending in the slightest breeze. They brought me here to know the future, wanting riches, wanting luck. When I could give them none of those things, they spat and called me Tuatha and left. Nothing at all. I sit in reverie. I cannot stretch beyond the confines of this circle. Because the priestess and Nil the White put me here, and I cannot leave. It is a prison of powerful magic. The magic of the children of dust. Magic that is strange to me. Yes, more than anything. But as you see, I cannot. There is the gate, which Nil the White can unlock with his key. And there is the circle, my true prison, which can be broken by words only the priestess herself knows. Is that why you have come? The magic words of the priestess will release...
Who goes there? Stand forth? I'd like to know just what you've been doing in there. On second thought, no. Much happier not knowing. Fine day to you. It's what we've got for a prison here. Common cells off that way. They don't get much use. Hardly none at all. Then there's, well, there's what lies beyond this door, which is neither for you nor I to go poking about in. I'm paid to guard this cove, and that's what I do. No one enters, no one leaves. None but the good priestess, or old white Nil. Not much I can tell you about the good priestess. For one, I'm not sure she can't hear us, even now. Her power covers this town, and she coddles it like a newborn child. Smothers it, sometimes, if you ask me. I imagine it's a fine enough village. If you don't mind some going on about Lyria, and you're not a refugee. He's the priestess's old watchdog, that's what he is, and my commander. She says bark, he barks, bite, he bites. He keeps me and the militia orderly, and sits on his bench, that's all. Go in there and see for your damn self. I won't stop you. Aye. What's this?
You have spoken with Graham? I have entrusted the matter entirely to her. She has my blessing. I am sure I don't know what you are speaking of. Do what? Are you accusing a daughter of Lyria of... Do you know who I am? If you persist in speaking nonsense, I will ask you to leave Tirin's Rest. I have nothing more to say to you. If you persist in speaking nonsense, I will... You, there. See that a guard keeps watch within my sanctuary.
Why have you come here, Dustling? Is that why you have come? The magic word?
You look Cerebel in the eye and tell her she's got to leave her own farm.
I had my foibles in my youth, but I'm a pious man now. A pillar, you might say. I see. It's not pretty, but it had to be done. If you'd seen all that I have, those creatures are a menace. All Fae are the same. They look harmless enough, but what they are is a threat to all Alfar. You're headed to Cluricon, then? And you wish to see what you're up against? This one is the summer variety, but it is no less dangerous. Take this key and try to be discreet. Well then.
My powers return. Benevolent child of dust, accept this gift. Find me among hill and dale. If you are hurt, I will heal you. First, I must leave this cave a little while, mortal, and renew myself with the land. I have not yet made up my mind what turn of seasons are due to him. I do not think they will be mild. The spell is cut like the tree's deep root. What powers she took from me have ceased to flow.
Oh, I know you are the one who freed that Danger. Yes, Danger. He came to me, cursed me. My powers are gone. I cannot heal or protect the people of my village. And then what he did to White Nil. The poor man. He is down in the cove now, crawling around like a mindless animal. That Fae stole my power, but what it did to Nil, what misery you've brought on our heads! Don't you dare! I will share from the collection with you. Will that keep you quiet? Even if I had my former powers, I would not waste them on you, you meddling ingrate. Bereft of his senses after the Fae, he's gone down into the cove, and nothing I say will make him come out again.
First, the Piral tree. Then the shapes of trees and heads and hawks, made by the white caps of the waves before they crashed. Then 1,000 other wonders in my lands have faded, failed, and fallen still. All I know and love is slipping from my grasp.
You've come to Nareen Farm. What's left of it, that is. Here we are after years away, and it's as if, well, as if the Earth's forgotten us. Look at it, laid out before you. How many nights that we've been lonesome wanderers have I dreamed of seeing this again, and now, at last, we've returned. She wants us to go, does she? Well, I'd like her to go sit on a kobold nest. Oh, but it's all the same. If we can't farm this land, we'd just as well go. That Arella, she was what you'd call quite a bit adventurous before the war came and she took up the priestess mantle. Me and Auric here have come back to farm our land. We've been many years away, endured many a trial and hardship to return. Oh, he's a bit quiet, I know, but he's the man for me. Wouldn't have no other. Without some kind of miracle, it's no farm at all. Mind you, I'm well aware that's just how Tirin's Rest wants it. To think we once called them friends and neighbors. Am I right, Auric? When the war came and burned our farm, they turned their backs on the likes of us. That, or it's forgotten how to be a farm. We'll have no choice but to leave, unless some miracle comes and... Why, Auric dear, we'd clean forgot the paling wand. Oh, but it's deep in the hollow. And the Outer's hollow's not safe. It's not safe at all. Well, if the stories are true, Auric's granddad used it to tame this high land and make crops grow. He'd always say how he had to return it to the hollow, so the hollow's magic could fill it up again. Our seeds don't take, or they turn into other plants. The weeds grow monstrous, and the tilled earth wanders out of planted rows. It's hopeless. You would? There are all sorts of wild fae in there. Oh, but that wand would save us. Adara's Hollow's due south, just below the bluff. If you can bring the wand to us, I don't know how we'll thank you. Let us hope it is, or we'll have no choice but to leave once more. Well, you'll find the hollow due south, and the slope down from the bluff. For now.
So you're really going for the wand? I'd go myself, if I was 10 years younger and wasn't scared witless of Fey Hollows. Me and my Cerebel have wandered far and wide, driven off by the war, driven back by rogues and scoundrels. Now a hollow never is a safe place for mortals, and some years back we stumbled into one not at all on purpose. Still wakes me from sleep. That's my pretty love. Don't know where I'd be without her. Those were terrible times. What I'd like to know is why Tawilli's still an ugly scar, and the Forsaken Plains are worse. But here, you'd hardly know it happened. This farm isn't as it was long ago. It's forgotten us. That's what it's done. Lyria guide you there and safe on back again.
I saw you speaking with the vagrants, but you are not headed back to town. Tell me, where are you going just now? They did, until the wall took it from them. It is Lyria's judgment, for she is the goddess of all fate. You must not. Lyria has cast them out. The very fact that they must debase our blessed valley with Fey sorcery proves it. Instead, you should bring the wand to me. Priestess Orella will destroy it, and that will be an end to that. They will be forced to go. I will not deny the Nareens lived here once. I even played with Arak as a girl, but they have no place here anymore. Lyria did not shield them from the Tuatha. It was against her will that they remain. Only to see those vagrants leave our land peacefully, nothing more. Fear not, you will be rewarded with gold as well as Lyria's grace.
You've been to the Hollow? Did you find the Paling Wand? 1,000 blessings on your head! Look, Arik, the Paling Wand! Just as your grandfather spoke of it. You've given us hope when we needed it most. We have little to offer but these herbs. Take them, and bless you. I, for one, will take great joy in wishing her sour face a blessed day every time we meet. The Paling Wand will let us make a farm of this abandoned waste. Not without sweat and toil, mind you, but make it all the same. For now.
Yeah.